What is up, boys? We are back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving my reaction of Kwos' reaction of my reaction. So let's get into it.
Yo, what's up everyone? Today I will be responding to Andy's response to the recent drama and try to cover most things. Let's begin.
We are back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be commenting / replying to some things that Kwos said about me. Unfortunately, the video posted on Doof's Twitch has been deleted like shortly after it was posted, so I can't do a reaction video that I had planned to.
It will be probably published like later, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I think the streamer just forgets to turn off on that published video, you know? So it didn't get deleted.
But I'll just cover some. Okay, so I watched the video. Once the stream ended, I watched the video of that stream. So he did take it down. Maybe he re-uploaded it, but yeah, it was taken down because that's how I seen everything. Someone sent me the link. The stream had already ended, and there was a VOD. Stuff that he said, and reply to some of these screenshots that I have. Okay, the first thing I'll reply to is he was saying that I'm making things up and that I'm calling people out for scamming like HC, and basically making it sound like I'm making things up. But then he posted my proof, like the video of me calling Sandra out. He like mentioned that video, but then he didn't watch it or anything, or show what I was saying. So I will pull that up right now.
I did watch that video, not on the stream, yes, but I did have like a background of that video. I know that he scammed you, I didn't deny that, but that wasn't the only main point of it. The main thing is that you also yourself scammed multiple people, and you should get called out for it as well. Basically, scammer got scammed, and there's like literally 20 people saying this in the community. Like, it's literally 90% of the active players in the community saying that. So there's definitely something to it. And I didn't deny that he scammed you. I said he did scam you.
So he's saying that Sandra did scam me, and his justification of it is that scammer got scammed. And his proof of me scamming people is that people who don't like me said I scammed people. Funny that there's no proof at all of any of my, quote, scamming. But anyways, yeah, so he agrees with me on that, it seems. Okay, so I'm pulling the video up.
Anyone can watch the video
I will
later.
just let it play.
I just want to save time.
So,
An ad.
of people just making stuff up about me. That is somehow proof of I don't know what. Again, I wish I had the video so I can comment and show exactly what he was saying and reply to it, but they deleted it because obviously they knew he sounded like an idiot.
I mean, you can reply it later. I said that you did all of this stuff, and there's definitely other proof on this. Like I said, also 20 people, and these.
So 20 people. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. That's 20 people. All of these people hate me, and they're part of the cult of Marco. So yeah, them just saying
not only new players like
them just saying that I pushed or I scammed or anything. That's factual to him, apparently.
Been in the community for like minimum 5, 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
So if 20 people saying this, then there's definitely something to it.
Okay, the next thing. So if 20 people who hate you say something about you, then it's true. That's what we've learned here. Is pretty funny too. So Kwos says, couldn't care less about a guy wasted all of his 20 years playing this game. Just one video to do. Wait. Just one video to do to expose the wrong stuff to prevent any further more negative. I struggled to read his broken English. Activity in the community. Okay, so I'm not even gonna bother like pulling stats and all that, but I'd like to point out that he said I wasted all of 20 years playing. Okay.
Yeah, I do stand behind what I said here because like you are minimum 35 years old, and I don't think any normal 35 years old person would talk shit about people every day with face thumbnails as well.
Got the game when it first came out. I'll pause here too. So I'm not 35. I'm 33. And I don't really talk to the community at all. But it's funny that he says this about me when there's an entire Discord of 40-year-old men who just talk shit about me all day. In 2001, I played Skirmish. I was very young. I don't know how old. Maybe like 11, 10, 11, something like that. And yeah, I just played for fun, Skirmish. You know, I did the campaigns, all that. And then in 2003, I discovered there's online play. And that's when I started playing on Westwood Online. And then I played from probably 2003 to 2005 on Westwood Online. And then I discovered Xwis. While they were shoving it down our throats, like towards probably early 2005, I didn't come to Xwis till 2006. And after that, I immediately started getting rank 1 every to every other month in Quick Match. And then I played from 2006 to, I would say 2006 to 2010. And then I left. I stopped playing for 6 years or so. And then I came back in 2016. I heard about CNCnet and I came back and I checked it out. Played some FFGs. And then I left again because there was no ladder. So I stopped playing completely. I wouldn't even say it's hard to say I came back because I played a couple FFGs with like Rick and some other buddies. And I was like, yeah, there's no ladder. There's no point in playing on here. So I leave again for another 2 years. And then in 2018, I finally come back. And then from 2018 to now, I've been, I would say, let's just say I was active. But obviously, I took months off, you know, randomly throughout that time. Especially in the last 2 years. I'm not active at all. I don't play FFGs really. I don't play show matches ever. I don't participate in tournaments. I would say I'm retired pretty much. And occasionally I would play Quick Match. Like I'm not going to play this month in February.
Yeah, you haven't played much in 2024.
I played last month and I got rank 2. And the month before that I got rank 1. But I'm basically just randomly showing up and playing Quick Match, you know, maybe 100 games, and then that's it. Alright, so let's do some quick maths here. So I started in 2003. I played until 2010. Then I stopped. And I came back in 2018. So that is a total of 14 years that I've played this game.
Okay,
And while that is a
14
long
years.
time, it's definitely not 20 years.
I just assumed it
And
because
now
you started playing
let's
from
look at
2004.
Kwos, for example. Okay, so he says that he started in 2020, I believe. But I know that he was playing in 2018.
which is not true.
He might have been. Maybe he'll address this in a little bit, but I talked to him the other day, and he said that he was playing in 2007. So I don't know what this 2020 thing is that he was saying, but we'll see if he addresses that later on. Been
I
on
will tell
Game
my
Ranger,
story in a
I'm
bit.
not sure, but let's just give him the benefit of the doubt.
Like this game, I played it when I was a kid, like 9, 10 years old. It was like one of my favorite childhood games. Then obviously stopped playing it. I went to do other stuff. When the pandemic happened, I think around 2020, March, April, I got bored, decided to play this game. Found out it's played online through Zasulan's YouTube. Then I basically kept playing 3v3 FFGs. I saw that there's upcoming RA2 tournament later in August, September. Joined the Discord and contacted one of the guys there to sign up for the tournament. Then at that time where I started playing him and tried to improve as a player.
Let's say okay, okay, that seems fair. What he's saying makes sense, but the thing is, while he is being somewhat fair to me, what he's saying, it seems as though he's saying stuff like, I've been playing for 20 years, when really we've almost been playing the same amount of time, but he's not counting when he was a kid, stuff like that. He's just says, oh, that, like, he's basically saying that doesn't count. And then he's kind of saying, I was playing forever, and that does count because I started earlier. But the way I look at it is we both started about the same time, technically. Because while I did play, like, in Xmas time, I came in 2006. That would be, like, when I would say that I was actually playing, like, when I started playing. I would say 2006, because the Westwood Online, I was just kind of a noob, like everybody back then. And in Xmas time, I was actually a top player already. So I would say that was about the time I started. You can argue a little bit before that, but that's what I would say. And then he said he started in 2007. So if I started in 2006 and he started in 2007, it's almost identical. You know? Obviously, he was a lot younger than me. But that doesn't really matter, I don't think. But yeah, so we started in about the same time, 2006 and 2007. And then we both stopped probably around 2010-ish. And then we both came back. I came back in 2018, and he's saying he came back in 2020. So we've been playing about the same amount of time. He started in 2020, okay? And let's think about it this way. I played 100 games last month, okay? The month before that, I also played 100 games. The month before that, I didn't play at all, okay? And there's been several months where I don't play at all, okay? Just on and off. I randomly come back and play. Now, I don't FFG. I don't play Blitz. I don't play Blitz 2v2. I don't play Red Alert 2. I don't play Red Alert 2 2v2. I don't play on Rambo, okay? So I'm playing about 100 games a month, every other month, I would say, okay? And me and Kwos, since I came back in 2018, he's saying he started in 2020. So we've been playing. That's pretty much what I just said. That's funny. For about the same amount of time since I've been back, okay?
Well, that's not true because we cannot neglect the 7 years that we have played. That's basically me playing another 3 years now, and then 7 years after saying that, oh, those 7 years don't count.
Now, again, see, he's saying my 7 years count, but his him starting in 2007 and playing from whenever he's played to when he stopped, that doesn't count. See, that's the problem with his thinking. Also, nowadays, like let's say when I was playing when 20 years ago, whatever, when I started, and I was playing campaign and all that, and then eventually I was playing on WoL, Westwood Online, and I'm playing like against noobs. I'm a noob. We're playing FFGs, whatever, even quick match, but the level of play was pretty low, very at the start of the game. So you can't compare those years to, like he's saying, 3 years from now. If he continues to play, it's not even remotely the same because times have changed. People have gotten better. The average level has gone up, obviously, 20 plus years, and yeah, it's not the same at all. Now let's look at
But
Kwos.
let's go with your narrative.
Every single month, he plays 500 plus games on Rambo.
Every single month. Let's see. So this is, by the way, the Rambo season is about 2 months, so it's not like CNC. It ends each 2 months. This season about to end in 2 weeks. I already have only 260 games. Let's look at this one. And as you can see, I haven't played at all. I haven't played much. So basically, no 500 games, and each 2 months, by the way.
Okay, that's fair that he hasn't played, the last 2 months that much. Still, he's played 250 games when I played like 100. So he's still doubling my games, and that's not counting all the show matches he does and everything else. So that's something to keep in mind. But also, I guarantee you, if he went back 6 months in and then anything before then, let's say if we looked at the last 2 years, I guarantee you he's gonna have most of those months, or I guess it's 2 months. He's saying in Rambo. I'm not sure how that works, but I guarantee you, if you look 2 years back, he is playing 500 to 1,000 games a season, or whatever they call it, split, something like that. Kind of like a lot of here. Yeah, see, 464. That would usually be what Kwos is doing. Also, I'd like to point out that there was a month. Let's see, this was in 2003. 2023, December, where Kwos and Ladov both played 500 plus games in that 1 month. And that was only on Yuri's Revenge. Not even counting Rambo, which they were both playing at that time as well. So yeah, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just pointing out that he plays way, way, way more than me. And then he acts like I play a lot and stuff like that. So I'm just calling him out there.
Here I did play for 2 months, 300 games. And then I believe here I took break. 2 months, I'm not playing at all. And then again I took break, 2 months.
See,
so basically
I would be interested to see. Okay, he's not on here. A lot of again. Oh my god, he plays a lot. I would be interested to see how much he's playing how much he was playing in 2023.
Not playing anything, not playing any game in Rambo for 4 months. And I'm actually like way less active than the other top players that play.
Wow, that's a lot of games. This guy played 1,200 games. Crazy.
Like, I think this is Keen. He played over 1,300 games.
That's insane.
In 2 months. I mean, Lato played also 800. Jim played 960 games. Marco isn't.
Well, the one thing I'll say about Rambo and the Chinese, and I guess like people like Ladif and stuff, and Kwos, which he's denying, but I think it's good that these guys constantly play each other. That's how you improve in like competitive games. I know this game's relatively dead, but they're doing okay on Rambo, and I respect that how their ladder works. Where an active ladder is always fun because when you're constantly playing top players, that's how you improve, and also that's how you keep the game interesting. And I like their map pool too. I think Rambo's doing a lot of good things. The only thing I would say that sucks about Rambo is that their Yuri's Revenge ladder and general interest in Yuri's Revenge is like nothing. It's just completely dead.
Isn't really active much, but he did some 150 games. So I definitely didn't play 500 games each month in Rambo.
He plays some games on Red Alert 2. He plays Blitz pretty often, 2v2. For a long
Yeah, I
time,
play Blitz 2v2 because it's fun, enjoyable. I have good time with playing with other players also.
yeah, I'm not much of a blitzer, but I understand that it's somewhat fun to because that blitz is the most active thing on this on CNCnet right now, which is terrible, but but it is fun to you know have a quick game of blitz with some mates, and then lose, and then blame your teammate. That's usually how it goes with these people. But blitz is whatever. I'm not big on it. Played blitz, I believe, and
I haven't ever practiced for Blitz, by the way. Like, I only played Blitz just because wanted to keep either having matches over and over when, for example, when a player doesn't show up, either he's bailing or either he has something in his life.
I I'm gonna have to disagree with him here. Uh, Kwos was like one of the main people who were always playing the blitz tournaments, so I'm gonna have to call him out on that. And he even played in the he was in the finals for one of Ivor's tournaments recently against Marco, where Marco he just left because he was getting wrecked.
He couldn't play. Then he can just join up in his tournament and then play. So just the matches keep going. So I just played it for the fun of it and just keep the matches going on the stream.
To Kwas's credit, he's pretty much the only top player left that Ivor hasn't banned from his tournaments. So I guess he's just cashing in. Might as well.
Well, I haven't practiced it at all. Maybe very very few times only.
And
I'm just gonna briefly show this so I don't get copy struck. But here is me and Kwas playing Blitz, and that shows that he did play Blitz from 2000. Even back then, that was like 2 years ago, I guess. He was still playing Blitz at that time in tournaments against me. So yeah, that's shows that he has been playing for a long time. He said he never played, but okay, let's continue. 2018 to let's say 2022,
I didn't
he
start in
played
2018.
500 plus games a month, spread across Red Alert 2 and Yuri's Revenge.
Yeah, in 2021 and 2022, I did definitely play a decent amount, but that's literally my first year, you know? Of course,
So he's playing 500 plus games in his first year. That's interesting. I was probably playing 100 games back then as well. So, yeah.
I'm gonna be playing much. Of course, I'm gonna try to improve as a player. Like, that 1 year is nothing compared to your game time for 14 years.
Because he, again, see, he's bringing up he's he's overestimating how much I played, I guess. Because in Xmas times, while it was somewhat active, we were probably only playing 100 games a month there as well, maybe 200 sometimes. And that was for 4 years, from 2006 to 2010. So not super long. And then I took a almost 10-year break from 2010 to 2018. And in that time he was playing too. So I don't I don't understand his logic. Like, he was playing in, he said it himself, he was playing in 2007. He would play both games every month.
And even with
So
that, like I played 2 3 years and I already achieved a lot of like very good performance. For example, like from the beginning from 2023, I've won every tournament, whether it's R2, Euros Revenge. I did it for 2 years without losing a single tournament. Just like this R2 tournament, for example. There's also way other tournaments. I believe it's on Doof channel. So yeah.
as you can see, Kwos plays. Yeah, he has done a lot in Red Alert 2. And some things in Yuri's Revenge, but not a whole lot. Way more than me.
Yeah,
But he definitely prefers Red Alert 2.
definitely, yeah.
And then also, I forgot to mention, I don't play show matches. I haven't played show matches actively in the last 2 years.
The last 2 years, I think in 2024 you didn't play much, but in 2023 you were extremely active, like to the point where every time I open Twitch, you always versus Legend. You guys had like 30 show matches.
He probably played. No, I don't think so. I mean, me and Legend played. Honestly, we played from like 2021 to maybe 2020 to 2022. We were playing probably as much as he's saying, like 30 show matches. Yeah, let's give a real number. So I was probably playing Legend every month, 5 show matches easily, from 2020 to 2022. And then I was playing. I mean, the reason we were playing so much also was because nobody else would play me. Like, nobody below us would play me. And then there was Marco, who was like on our level, but he would avoid me, obviously. So yeah, it was just me and Legend playing because there was no other people. Osama was a noob back then. Zane, I would play Zane too. He was like a top player back then. But there was no one else really, so it was just me and Legend. But in 2023, I would say no. I probably played Legend. We probably had less than 10 show matches in 2023, the whole year. Where that was like a month for us in like 2020. Plays, let's say, 5-6 show matches a month, and that's probably on the lighter side.
Yeah, last year I had this amount, but I think this year isn't really much.
It's probably more. I think probably we're both. I mean, in general, the game has declined, and there's not a lot going on. There have become some new sponsors, and they're sponsoring some tournaments, Red Alert 2, but overall, there's not much going on. And probably both me and Kwos are not playing much. He's definitely playing more than me in terms of show matches, obviously, because I don't play any. But he's probably playing half the show matches he used to. Or close to like 10 show matches a month. So yeah, he's playing way more than me. And I don't know how old he is. I assume he's around my age.
I'm 24.
But it's just funny for him to... Okay, so he's almost 10 years younger than me. So not the same age. Say stuff like, oh, a guy who's been playing all this time. And then he was saying, what kind of person would make videos about people? All this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I think, you know. I don't think like a 35 years old person would just keep talking shit about people every day and then upload face thumbnails about them and then talk shit about them as well. Like for example, you have been talking shit about me always. Like let's say bring this
Let's see
up
what
for
he's pulling
example,
up here. Okay.
where I wasn't even mentioning about you. I found out you are talking shit about me.
Okay, hold on. Let's bring that back a bit. Where'd it go? Okay. So he said this is talking shit. Let's read it all. Okay. And also I'm replying to people in the chat and the person streaming, which I think was Doofus. Yeah, okay, this is Doofus. Okay. Let's see. So this was regarding this chat is from Doofus' reaction to a video of mine where I ranked everybody on Yuri's Revenge CNCnet. I ranked how many rank 1s we all had. And I had 24, I think, and Kwos had 1. So those are just facts. That's what happened. That's how many rank 1s we both had in CNCnet Yuri's Revenge. Anyway, I'm saying, okay, I've seen a lot of hate about the facts. Kwos never got rank 1 because he was scared to lose once he got top 10. I don't know if he was scared, but Kwos would always sit on his points. So he would get to about 1,000 points, which at the time would be a top 5 spot. And then he would basically not play the rest of the month. Because he knew he would lose to me, he would lose to Marco, he would lose to Zane back then, he would lose to any top player. So he was avoiding us, which he changed eventually, much later. Because now he plays anybody, but I mean, that's great. I'm glad he did that. Anyways, so this guy said he is rank 1. I don't know what that's regarding. Okay, and I said I'm above that right now. I don't know what that means. But the system is wonky anyways. Okay, I think we're talking about the ELO maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, having an ELO system on a ranking ladder doesn't make sense. Yes. Okay, so I'm not even talking about Kwos in half of this screenshot. And then Snark said, I would love to see Andy versus Kwos. I would sponsor it. And then I said, already 10-0 with him in show matches and tournaments. Also more rank 1s on Yuri's Revenge. I'm good. All of that's true. I've never lost a show match to Kwos. And we've probably played at least 10 show matches. And tournaments. Like, we were in a couple of tournaments together, and pretty much every time we matched up in the bracket early, and I beat him every time. So this is just factual. Now, I wouldn't say it's talking shit. I'm just speaking the facts. And people were kind of egging me on in this, and I was just explaining why, because people were freaking out on this. See, look, but Kwos' only honorable mention will be no competition versus rank 1 tier list. So, again, the people didn't understand, including Kwos, I guess. The whole point of the tier list I was doing was how many rank 1s everybody has. Kwos had 1. That's it. So he was very low on the list. It has nothing to do with his skills now. But that's just a fact. He has 1 rank 1 in... Let's just say he's saying he started in 2020, which isn't true, but I will let's just say that. So 2022 to 2025. In 5 years, he got 1 rank 1. That is just a fact.
You are talking shit about me always. So you are the one who's keep spreading negativity in the community.
Who's 30?
So I'm
and then
surprised,
he's doing
like
the same thing, which is pretty funny.
35 years old
And,
person doing
of course,
this.
hypocritical, which is... And I wouldn't say I spread negativity, as I am not a part of the community. I just come on and play quick matches when I want to. I don't really FFG. I don't talk to many people in the community. And yeah, I just make content, basically. But I'm on the outside in terms of the community. and I don't talk to anyone, so how do I spread spread toxicity? I mean, in my videos, I guess maybe is what he's saying, but not really. It's usually just gameplay. But meanwhile, they got, like I said, full discords of 40-year-old men who are just constantly talking shit about me all day. But that's not spreading toxicity, I guess. It's normal in this community. Alright, now let's move on to the next thing. And then this is very funny. After all that, then he says, we can do that tomorrow. Me versus Andy tomorrow on Doofus stream. So I don't know if he's, well, obviously he's desperate for show matches and to make money.
I'm completely desperate. Yes, please. I want that $20. That would completely change my life. Exactly. Yes. By the way, the reason why I said this because there was multiple people saying this. So I said basically, if he wants to play, we can play tomorrow or the day after. I'm online, and we can play. That's basically it.
But he's also, it's just funny that he's doing all this and then now he wants to play me. And we were supposed to play like, I don't know, a week ago or whatever, and then he didn't want to play. He said it would have to be on Rambo, knowing I don't play Rambo. And that never happened. And now he's calling me out to play on Doofus' stream. So Doofus can make $150. And then, but yeah, it's funny. I guess he's trying to build up a show match against me by.
Why? What build show match? Is it this like boxing? Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor? I'm gonna make like $50 million from it. It's literally just a small community game. We're just trying to be positive, but you always keep spreading negativity, always.
It's true though. He mentions Conor McGregor and Mayweather. If me and Kwos set up a show match, it would easily be $100 prize. Talking shit about me.
Like, who cares about $20? That doesn't pay any bill.
I don't know what $20 he's talking about, but the show match would be way, way bigger than that. And making up
saying that I'm desperate for a show match.
Probably be more like $120. That's pretty funny though, I think. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Delusional Andy.
And then let's just cover the Doofus nonsense, since I didn't really talk about this. So the Doofus thing is pretty funny, I guess, and pretty sad. He's obviously, trying to make money off of me, starting a random feud, and also trying to get me to. I'll just pause it real quick. So me and Doofus have somewhat worked out our problems. I don't really plan on playing for him or anything, but in my opinion, we're somewhat neutral now. He just got butthurt that I mentioned. Well, I mean, I'm sure it'll say it in the video, but basically, I said streamers make more money than the player, and then he decided that he's the streamer that I'm talking about because I used to play for him a decent amount. So it's fair enough, like, that he thought that. I was just speaking generally. And Zas understood what I was saying. But, yeah, he got offended by that. And then we cleared that up. So that's pretty much all. Play on his stream.
Wow, what a master plan by
So
Doofus.
how that started was, obviously I've been making content the last 2 months every day. And he DM'd me and he said, hey, would you like, he said, I see you're back. Would you like to start playing quick matches? Would you like to start playing in show matches again? And I just told him, thanks, but no, I'm not playing show matches. I'm not interested. That's all I told him. And then I think that made him butthurt because obviously
he's so butthurt from that. I'm 100% certain. He couldn't sleep at nights. I'm 100% certain.
Sponsor it, and he's gonna put in maybe $10. I don't know, maybe nothing, which happens often. And then he would make money off of it. It was a common thing for Well, first off, in the early days, Doofus would put up his own money for sure, like $20 every show match. Um, but later on, like a year or so in, there would be sponsors covering the show matches, and he would just be the streamer. And yeah, so that's kind of what I was talking about. But either way, it doesn't really matter. You know, everybody wanting to watch me, especially me versus Kwos. It would be a big game, obviously.
He would still not gain anything from it.
Anyways, yes,
And he
no, for sure. If like if it was me and Kwos playing on Doofus's stream, the winner would get probably $120, and then the streamer would be making a ton of money, which in this case would be Doofus, obviously, because there would be 100 plus people minimum watching. And there's quite a few people like Nightshade and some others now that sponsor pretty often, and they would all be there donating to him, gifting subs, bits, all that. So it would be it would be a big event, and very good for Doofus.
here's the proof of it.
We've got a new segment on the Doof stream, boys. Well, you may not know that somebody
Skip ahead a little bit.
screenshots, boys. It was fine at first, but
Okay, this has already been covered many times. So let's skip ahead.
I will put it back in.
Okay, so
Of 2023, I streamed for about 10 and a half hours. I made the entire month $14.42.
This is a bad example, as I've said before. If he showed his 2020 to 2021 stats, I guarantee you it's going to be in the hundreds. But he's showing like the worst month possible to cherry pick, obviously. Decent views though. But yeah, so he's kind of showing the worst month. He said he would show more, but I don't really care. Like it's kind of a one-way feud, if there is a feud between me and Doofus. Yeah, so I don't really care. But I guarantee you, the 2020 to 2021, he was making a lot more than $14. A lot more. Because when Apple would sponsor my show matches on Doofus's stream, he would give Doofus a minimum of $20 per stream. Just himself. So, and then occasionally there would be people donating too, and then there would be sub trains and all that. I've seen that many times, because what I would often do is after the show match, I would watch back so I can see the haters' tears. I love doing that. But and then I would see all the donations and everything. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's good if the streamers are making money. I was just pointing out that the streamers are making more than the players who are actually playing, and people don't understand this because a majority of the viewers, fan base, whatever, are not even players, let alone top players. So only a small percentage of us know what it's like to compete at the highest level, and also to play long show matches. And it's not easy. That's why most people don't do it. And that's why there's only a few of us who can play for hours on end. And I feel like I'm one of them who, like, I'm known for my notorious quick match streams where I would stream for like 15 hours a day. And on like the 15th hour, I was peaking, like playing my best. But it's not easy for people to do that. You could even ask Kwos. Like, these long show matches are grueling. And I was just pointing out that we play for 4 hours or so for very small prizes, like $25, $30. And then if you lose a 4 hour show match and you made nothing, while the streamer made like $30 at least, you know. That's all I was saying. And again, I don't really have a problem with the streamer making money. I was just pointing out why I don't want to play show matches anymore. So yeah.
Okay, let me pick out a few days that Andy played. Okay, the stats. Okay, the facts.
You've seen this one already. He points out, or he shows again a terrible example. It's a show match I had against Legend last year, where it just happened randomly, and there was nobody knew about it, and the time zone was terrible, so nobody watched. So obviously, no donations. But what Doofus usually does is he'll put in one of the discords that there's going to be a show match like a week in advance. So then everybody knows, and then they can show up. So this is a bad example also. So we can probably skip all of this.
Let's please load up the. I won for everything.
Is he gonna show it or what?
6 average
Okay,
viewers.
so 88 cents
73
he made.
max. We streamed for about 2 hours.
But see, this is a 2 hour stream that nobody knew about. Still, that's decent viewers, to be honest. But the thing is, you have to get the sponsors in, like, and Doofus knows that. He's playing dumb here. Like, you have to get the apples or the Potosaurs back in the day, and whoever else is relevant sponsor now, like Nightshade or any of those guys. If they're in your stream, you're gonna make money. If not, obviously you're not gonna make money.
This is the revenue. 88 cents. 30 or 30.
And the misinformation, everything got covered. So yeah, pretty much everything got covered. And the misinformation or lies got corrected. Like, making this community a great place is in our hands, filling it with positivity, players having good sportsmanship, but for some reason, like, he has hard time and doing that. I hope he changes his attitude. I could continue the video actually, but it's the 10-minute video here is about talking to streamers, how they make money, and then just talking shit about me. So I already covered all of the most important stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.
Okay, so that's about it. I think not much is gonna change here. I think we're both gonna have the same opinion. Yeah, so that's about it. I don't think much changed here. We all have pretty much the same opinions of everything. Nobody changed either of our minds, and that's fine. But yeah, that's about it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.